canopy up so we could walk under it on our white mulberry tree. And the chickens were all here a little while ago just having a feast on the mulberries that's on it. They got the bellies full for now. They'll be back. They love it. I love this twisted tree. We saved it out of the fence line that we took down, and it was very small twisted tree. I don't think I can find a picture of it right now. It would take a while to find it, to pop it in. But if I do find it, I will pop it in. But I just love how this tree is twisted all up, even inside of it is twisted. This mulberry tree provides us with so much shade, and it grew so fast. And it's literally probably our only actual shade tree at the moment, because the other ones are still young. Trying to get ready for Zach's graduation. So get ready for our trip in Alabama. Do you remember when I hauled this a while back? The organizer. So I actually put, this is our emergency kit, put it up in there. I'm taking these flags down. There's a graveyard next to Christopher's house that is old, and it has a bunch of veterans there buried, and there's nothing on there, so we're gonna put the flags on there. So we have different things. I got emergency gloves and a couple of tools, and this is wipes, and I don't know what else in there. This is our toe chain. Since it's rusted, it stays in the bag. This is my floor mat for the back of the car that I hold. And then the giraffe that we're taking down to our youngest grandson. Trying to get ready for Zach's graduation. So get ready for our trip in Alabama. Do you remember when I hauled this a while back? The organizer. So I actually put, this is our emergency kit, put it up in there. I'm taking these flags down. There's a graveyard next to Christopher's house that is old, and it has a bunch of veterans there buried, and there's nothing on there, so we're gonna put the flags on there. So we have different things. I got emergency gloves and a couple of tools, and this is wipes, and I don't know what else in there. This is our toe chain. Since it's rusted, it stays in the bag. This is my floor mat for the back of the car that I hold. And then the giraffe that we're taking down to our youngest grandson. Johnny's been working his butt off. What all did you do today, Johnny, on the homestead?
Weed-eated and mowed.
And it looks beautiful. Look where we trimmed off the trees. We're letting the chickens finish those out because they're loving them. Hey, none of that. This is PG. Keeping this PG. Whoa, he's tired. There is Tala. She just come out from laying an egg. Grizzly just being nosy. Want to protect a dust bath? Yeah. See if I can turn you around without spinning you. This is Excalibur. She's my pup chicken. She doesn't know she's a chicken. She's 5 years old. She lets me pet her and everything. This is Midnight. She's dust bathing. I don't know if she'll continue to do it since I'm over here with the camera or not. Just think about it. Ooh, there you go. There you go. That's how they keep the lice and the mites and everything like all chickens get. You cannot stop it. They're rolling around. They dig their own dirt hole and then they roll around in them. And then you fall and walk in them, step in them, and twist your ankles. So we're trying to get everything cleaned out. Got the back end cleaned out. Oh. I got this put on. Do you remember me hauling that? That goes on the console thing. Got the cup holders put in. Keep a bag over there for garbage. So, doing pretty good at keeping the car clean. Of course, if you can see the DoorDash bags. But all that'll come out, of course, before we go to Alabama. This chicken right here is Charlie Pride. This rooster's Charlie Pride. This one doesn't have a name. This one doesn't have a name. That one doesn't have a name. Midnight's back here behind me. Slowly. There's Midnight again. And we got Stinker. There's Cher. Back behind Charlie Pride is Dean Martin. Anybody want a crow for us? Right back there behind Johnny's lawnmower is Colonel. So yes, we do have 3 roosters. We sure do. These are my beautiful Mother's Day flowers that John and Amber got me. So pretty. They smell so good too. Love them. Yeah. Johnny's doing so much work around the property. We still have a lot of cleanup to do, but we'll get there. And I just know that tree looks so much better. I know you're tired of seeing the tree, but I'm so proud of that tree. And this is going to be taken out to the chicken coop so we can get it all cleaned out, put fresh chips in. This is our pond, huh? Yep. It's just big enough for a few. We'll have several catfish in there actually. We stocked it ourselves. The dogs love to come down here and swim in it. We like to come down here and fish and relax. I have some fish food we're gonna feed. Go drink all the water. That feel good, Stinker? Let's see if we can call the kitties in. Kitty. No, you can't have none of this. kitty, 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 kitty. We'll figure it out here in a minute. Then we'll start calling the family in. I think we got babies over there. Turned off the camera and finally got one to show his mouth. There's a turtle out there. There's Catfish. There they all come. Turtle's coming for some too. Some of them might still be down in the mud. Let's see how I figure out what's going on. You can. I mean, I am recording. Just whatever you don't want heard from anybody, whatever. I mean, I don't care if you talk. See that turtle out there with the around the catfish?
There's a gator out there. A couple of them.
Yeah.
Careful.
Wish I had something to shade me right here so I could actually see what's on my phone. Guessing. See if you can get some of this food further out there, John. See if you can get some of this food farther out there. More toward, I can't reach towards the middle. Maybe you can. Thank you. They're like yummy, yummy in my tummy. Running through the daisies, through the fruits and vegetables. And I hollered out, "Don't look, Grizzly!" It was too late. I'll be here all week. Don't forget to tip your waitress.
Yep.
From the knees down.
Stand up, I can still pet him. Most of his body is grass.
Dragonfly. Across the way is our gator heads we got from Timu. Goodness. That turtle's hanging in there. Hi, Justin snuck in and brought the 3 younger granddaughters in with him. We have Mimi, 10. We have Lexi, 15. And we have Maya, 13. Going on 14 in July. Right? Okay.
Okay.
Mimi's the same age as Grizzly. And you see little Miss Stinker down there. She's wet. They're feeding the fish. And panning slowly to find Justin. Wave, Justin. And there's John. Those are the twins. And my beautiful husband. Wait, look at you. Never a dull moment. How beautiful are these girls? Gorgeous. I love you, girls. You're not. See, that's definitely my granddaughter. Maya,
How much wood could woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood?
do another one.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Do another one.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
The rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Okay. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Peter Piper picked a wait, what is that? What are the words again? Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of. We're skipping that one. We're skipping that one. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. That one I can do. And then rubber baby.
How much
buggy
wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Another one.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Wait, what was it?
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Okay, let's slow down. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled
If
peppers?
Peter
did
Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers,
How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
buggy bumpers. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Are you staring so intently? Oh my goodness.
If I.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
Sally sells.
I'm not saying Peter.
Maya. What's up, guys? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I can do it faster than you and me. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Okay.
Why are you coming at me with that attitude?
What did you just say?
Why are you coming at me with that attitude?
What did we do? What did we do? What did we do?
Why are you coming at me with that attitude?
Hi.
That was ugly. That was ugly.
Maya, how do you even do that?
What y'all think about my Paris place?
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Have you ever slept in that bed back there?
That's where the ghosts are. Say it again. Say. How much wood would a
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Now say it really fast.
Say it fast.
How much wood would a chuck chuck?
Like a little train.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Peter Piper picked up a couple of peppers.
The second part.
How much? Wait. If Peter Pepper picked a pack of pickled peppers, how many Peter? If Peter Pepper picked a pack of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Pepper pick?
Peter, Peter, Peter.
Peter Pepper picked a pack of pickled. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Pepper pick? Sally sells seashells, but Sally sells seashells.
What's Sally selling down by the seashore?
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
How much does she sell them for?
$67.
What kind of shells does she sell?
Seashells. 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 There's not enough room in here.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
For how much?
$57.
Down $10. Maya.
And there's seashells.
Okay, bye.
Not seashells.
Maya, you're not wrong.
Johnny's grilling Mother's Day hamburgers for us. Stinker's over chewing on Grizzly's tail. She's so bad. So bad. Okay, here we go. Boy, too bad y'all can't smell these. Smell good up in my
Ooh, it does smell good. It's great. Smells amazing.
Yep, I'm watching you flip them again.
Huh?
I'm watching you flip them again. Look at that. Good job, Mr. Tillett.
Thank you.
Welcome. Now, since I wasn't recording, who you got there helping you?
I found you.
Got lost again. This is Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
See what I have to put up with? Grizzly's over here working hard. Stinker's making sure nobody's dropping any food on the ground.